through the door, hella fast, never slow. Got the cash and the pedal to the floor. Let's go. If you wanna ride, let me know. We can slide on the low. What you standing there for? Let's go. You can hate, cause I'm dipping with your mate. Out the gate, let's roll, let's bounce, let's skate. Let's go to the room, let's go to the lick. Let's go. Your boyfriend ain't talking about shit. Let's go.
Posted up, squatting low like a kid. You notice Patron changed the whole motion of your shit.
Yo, what the fuck is up, guys? Fucking Special Stage Route 5, fucking short track, TC cars, we're back in the Sylvias, and, yeah, here we go. Fucking great fucking racing this weekend, brand new track, no one's ever fucking been here, no one knows what to expect, and, yeah, great fucking racing under the light, Saturday night, here we go. Fucking Shag starting first, with Sideways in second, Dragon starting third, fucking Painless in fourth. Actually, that's probably not even the fucking lineup, but that's the order they are in the track now. And after a tough break last week by half of Amped Up Motorsports and fucking Mead, hopefully no blown engines this week. As fucking Shag coming around the lead lap 1. This track was so fucking short, but yet so fucking fun. And so fucking fast, too. As we watch Dragon there for a second. Shag's coming around to lead the first lap. He started on the pole. And he'll lead it. With Sideways hot on his tail, fucking Panos has been dominating this year. So we'll see if Panos can maybe win 3 in a row here. Fucking Mike Hansey back there in fucking 6th right now. Fucking trying to move up through the pack. Maybe catch up to the pack. As right now the pack's kind of in 2 groups. The first 5 cars were able to break away. The next half were kind of fucked, I guess. Right now, there goes Shag, trying to pull away from everybody, trying to pull away from Sideways, Dragon, Panos, and Ryan Mead. Mead with those pink rims this week. Car looks fucking sexy as shit. But, let's see, as King started in the back, and King's only back in about 13 for 14 for fucking 11th. Wow, I can't fucking see. But, hell yeah. Shag coming to lead another lap. Sideways. Now, RJM is in this race, and Sideways is here, and that is their color, as last week Kevin Conway had a bright fucking green car, which was not the right color, but it's alright, that bluish, purplish shit, that's RJM. Anyway, fucking Shag's still dominating right now in first spot, fucking Dragon cruising in 3rd, Panos in 4th, Mead's back in 5th. Canty's trying to catch up to the pack in 6th. And we'll see if he can catch up. As now we just watch fucking Canty go around here and fucking Sideways go around. Maybe try to battle Shag for first. As now we look at Shag. Look at fucking Sideways, Dragon, Panos, and Mead. And Canty looks like he's getting help from his teammate Amp Irish to catch up to the pack. Gleason back in 8th. So Gleason trying to turn his season around, just having all sorts of bad luck so far in the past couple of weeks after winning at Daytona. So next week, fucking Tokyo, can't wait. It's going to be a great fucking race. And I heard the winner gets something special, so we'll see what the prize is later this week. And hell yeah, I can't fucking wait. That should be a fucking fun race. As fucking Sideways now takes the lead from Shag. As they're side by side, but it looks like Sideways is going to prevail and take the lead. And we'll see if he can lead the lap. As fucking Sideways' car looks sexy. That bluish, purplish thing looks fucking sexy as shit, I'm not going to lie. It looks good. But it looks like Shag's going to try fighting back on the inside. Or outside. And does he do it? As they're side by side, Dragon's going with him. Looks like they were 3 wide for a second, but he backed off. And Sideways is going to kiss the wall, fall back to 2nd, fall back to 3rd. Sideways is trying to battle up there. Still side by side with Dragon, but it looks like Sideways is going to win, maybe? Maybe not, still side by side. As now Sideways finds a room and he cuts off Dragon, and Shag's going to go back to leading the race. And Shag's trying to pull away. And these cars, they're so evenly matched, it's so hard to pull away. Let's see if he can do it though. As fucking Shag's coming to lead another lap. Already lap 7. Holy shit, this race is going by fast. But hell yeah, fucking Kanzi's trying to catch up to the top 5. See if he can do it here. As it looks like Sideways takes the lead from Shag again. Oh yeah, not next week, but after Tokyo, we're racing at the Daytona All-Star Race. That should be fucking fun. And guys, the challengers are back. So if you remember the fucking the opening races at Daytona with the challengers, the TC race, that was a lot of fucking fun. That shit was close. So I can't fucking wait to go there again with those cars. That shit should be a lot of fun. As Panos is trying to catch up here and get around Dragon. As Dragon goes around Shag for second spot, and it looks like Panos is going to go with Dragon, give him a little bump. But Shag's car is so strong on that outside. You see him get the run down the hill, and boom. He's going to take second spot right from Dragon. Hell yeah. As now Sideways is still trying to hold off these guys. And it's still a 5-car fuckfest up there as Mike Kanzi's trying to catch up and bring maybe Amp Irish and Great God, his teammates, up there. As now you see that last place car right there, that's Kanzi trying to catch up. Sideways still the leader, almost 10 laps in. As Panos is trying to follow Dragon through these. That part of that track right there, that's the trickiest fucking part. As there goes Sideways trying to break the draft, and we're gonna see who has the fastest lap. So now we got a 13-car field tonight, ready to go, lap 9. As I really can't see who the fastest time is. It's all so even and all so close, but who knows? As fucking Sideways bounces off the wall and Shag takes the lead again. Shag's gonna battle Sideways here for the lead. Sideways was coming back, but it looks like Shag was able to prevail. And it looks like Shag is wanting to lead this lap. As Sideways is right on his dick, coming into that tricky last fucking turns. And there goes Shag, and it looks like Shag will lead the lap. I love this camera view, how it comes off the corner and just follows the car like that. That's fucking badass. This whole special stage Route 5 camera view shit is fucking badass. They got some really good shit. As someone's laying on the fucking horn. Shag's still the leader, trying to pull away a little bit from Sideways. As Mike Kanzi's still trying to catch up. And fucking Panos now back in 5th. Moving on board with Panos here. Just trying to hang out with that pack. And Panos is trying to win 3 races in a row. See if he can do it. No one's ever done that here in this series. The most is 2, and that's Mike Kanzi last season. So, see what happens. As Panos is just trying to follow me through here. Looks like Dragon got into the wall a little bit, came down, and Panos had nowhere to go but right into Dragon. That kind of hurt the momentum, but Panos is going to be okay and still in 5th as that pushed Dragon back to 4th. Mead's going to move up to 3rd because of that. Shag's still the leader. As now we go back to see King Best and Conway. Who Conway now has the right team colors, and they've been having problems so far since the beginning of this race. It's just been undocumented. As meanwhile, Shag leading Sideways right here. Mead in 3rd still. 4th is Dragon. 5th is Panos. 6th is Mike Kanzi. Kanzi's trying so hard to catch up to that pack. As now the first 2, Shag and Sideways, are trying to pull away. Shag gets a little into the wall. Nothing too bad though. And now coming to complete lap 11. As you see Dragon right there getting pushed by Panos. Kanzi's barely got a draft on one of them maybe. As Panos is looking to get around Shag, or around fucking Dragon. Looks like it's not going to happen that time. It looks like Kansas is the only car that broke away from that second pack. Here, as we come into the corner, Kansas gets a nice fucking run. And looks like Kansas will be up there probably within the next lap or so. Kansas trying to drive the wheels off that thing here in the beginning laps. Only lap 12 out of 47. But it's big. Shag's still the leader. Sideways still second. Nothing's really changing up front. But it looks like Dragon's going to come down pit road. Yep, Dragon comes down pit road. My Kansas stays out. And Dragon pits on lap 12 with Amp Irish, I think. So as Dragon pits, Amp Irish pits. I think maybe Team Dynasty came down pit road too. Great God's pitted. Maybe Kevin Conway. As actually Team Dynasty stays out, so Amp Irish pit, Kevin Conway pitted, Great God pitted, Dragon pitted. All on lap 12. Let's see who pits the next time by. Shag's still the leader. Now Mead's in second. Sideways has fallen back to fourth. Panos is third. As here comes Shag down pit road. Looks like Mead's going to follow. Panos is going to stay out. Looks like Mead's down pit road. Kansas down pit road. Looks like King Best is going to stay out. Gleason looks like he's coming down pit road. Ingram looks like he is going to be staying out. And Team Dynasty looks like we won't know. But Panos is now the leader. Sideways stayed out too, so he's second. King Best is third. And Ingram has stayed out too, so Ingram moves up to fourth. Kansas moves up to fifth, even though he's on pit road. Team Dynasty's going to stay out. Shag's going to come out now. Shag will be in sixth spot. Dragon goes around Kansas and Shag for sixth. Shag moves back to seventh. Amp Irish is now in 10th. So once everything cycles through here, that's kind of weird. Meanwhile, Panos is still the leader. He's trying to win 3 in a row as he leads this lap. Sideways right behind him. King right behind that. Ingram right behind King. And Team Dynasty. So now as we watch Sideways and Panos here. As you see King Best. He has pretty much a decent gap, but nothing too major. As Team Dynasty is pretty far ahead of Dragon. Or actually Team Dynasty fucking fell back somehow. That was weird. What the fuck was I looking at then? I don't know. But Team Dynasty just got passed by Shag and Dragon then. I don't even know what the fuck I was looking at then. What the fuck? Anyway, Team Dynasty's now in 8th. Kansas in 9th. And now we watch Kansas trying to work on his teammate here. As Team Dynasty has not pitted yet. As he's sideways in the corner. Kansas gets around Team Dynasty for 8th spot. Meanwhile, back up front, Panos and Sideways still duking it out for the lead. Sideways is all over fucking Panos. King still stayed out, as you see the gap between Sideways and King. And then there's Dragon rounding out the top 5 right now. Ingram still has to pit, so the top 4 cars still have to pit. Mead and Shag are trying their best to catch up to Dragon. Kansas trying his best to catch up to Mead, with Amp Irish right behind him. And it looks like Panos and Sideways are going to stay out for a little bit longer here. As they stay out again. As we look at the lap times, and I'm only going to guess that the fastest car is probably Dragon. As King Bass comes down pit road. to get 4 fresh tires and gas. And King will drop all the way back to about 8th or 9th spot. As he comes off pit road now, King falls back to 10th. Panos and Sideways still haven't pitted yet. Panos has led every single lap since taking the lead, or since Shag has gave up the lead to pit. As you see, Ingram has still stayed out, so the top 3 cars still need to pit. Let's see when they will. As 2 RJM cars are now in the top 3. As Ingram just smacked the wall, and he's just going to say fuck it and come down pit road now. And Ingram will give up 3rd spot. As Dragon goes on by. Followed by Shag, Mead, Kanzi, and Amp Irish. And Ingram should fall all the way back to about maybe 10th. As King Best fell back to 12th. And Irish or Ingram's going to get 4 fresh tires and gas and fall back to about 12th spot. As now Panos and Sideways. Looks like they're going to come down pit road this lap, lap 18. Get some fresh tires and gas. And once everything cycles through, it looks like Dragon will be the leader, followed by Shag, Mead, then Mike Canty, and Amp Irish in 5th. As here comes Dragon around the corner. And Dragon will take the lead right about now. So Dragon takes the lead. Panos is still second, but Mead's going to take second now. Kansas in 3rd. Shag actually bounced off the wall, so he falls back to 4th. And Amp Irish is now in 5th. Panos is going to be in 6th. And it looks like Sideways goes all the way back to 8th spot. So now Dragon's the leader. He has a nice little comfortable lead over Mead, Canty, and Shag. Amp Irish is 5th. So we'll see if anything else can happen here. As Dragon right now is in beast mode. And I'm gonna say the fastest car right now is Dragon. Just because he's beasting it. Just about halfway through the race. We got Mead and Canty working together to catch up to Dragon. As King Best is now 10th, so he's working back up there. Something's going on with him and Kevin Conway. They haven't had really much breathing room from each other, so they're kind of, I don't know if they're fucking with each other or what, but I don't know what's going on with those two. Anyway, fucking Dragon's still the leader. Mead, Canty, trying to catch up. Amp Irish has passed Shag for 4th spot. Panos has fresher tires, about 7 laps fresher tires than these guys. So we'll see if that plays a factor. As Shag's pushing Amp Irish to catch back up to Canty and Mead. Here on lap 20. As Great God's in 7th. 8th is Sideways. 9th is Gleason. 10th is King Best. 11th is Kevin Conway. 12th is Ingram. And 13th is Team Dynasty. All trying to catch Dragon. As he's beasting it. And it looks like Pink Rims McGee is still in 2nd. Canty trying to push him up there. And Irish trying to push them both. As you see Irish right here in the number 1 fucking gold car. Shag must have hit the wall pretty good because he was up there, but he just lost a ton of time. How, I really don't know. But it looks like Mike Canty has got around Mead for 2nd. And now it looks like Irish and Mead are going to push Canty up to Dragon. As we watch here, fucking Mead's going to try to get under Kanzi, try to take second spot back. And those two cars are so much faster than Amp Irish right there. Holy shit. But right now, I think the fastest lap's going to go to Dragon or probably Panos, because he's on fresher tires. Well, I'm not 100% sure. As right now we watch fucking all hell and shit break loose. Dragon trying to fucking win here at one of his personal favorite tracks. And, you know, for the first time ever racing here, this track, I love it. It was nice. So, it was a good racing weekend. Lots and lots of close racing. As now we're just about halfway through the race. And Kanzi's still trying to run down Dragon. Now remember, everyone has about 1 lap fresher tires than Dragon does, because Dragon did pit a lap early. But we're going to jump to lap 37. Why? Because I don't think we really missed anything besides one thing, which I couldn't fucking... I don't know why it's not in the video. But the one thing we missed, you see Shag back at 13th. What happened was, Shag was up there, and he fucking ended up breaking something on the car. I don't know fucking what, but it turned hard right into the wall, and he got stuck up against the wall, and fucked, just completely fucked, and he fell all the way back from about 2nd spot to 13th, 1 lap down. So that kind of sucked. Anyway, anything happened besides that was everyone pitted again, then Kanzi and Dragon decided to pit one more time. That gave Amp Irish the lead. Now Irish is trying to battle and stay out these final 10 laps and hold off Panos and Sideways, who pitted one more time. As now Panos and Sideways are in 3rd spot. Great God is in 4th. He's on the same strategy as Irish. So is King. And right now Mike Kanzi and Dragon are trying to drive their asses off here in the final 10 laps to catch back up. Ryan Mead bounced off the wall, and he lost some spots and some time, but nothing too much. Gleason is still in 9th. Ingram's in 10th. Team Dynasty is now in 12th. Kevin Conway is in... No, Team Dynasty is in 11th. 12th is Kevin Conway, who he's been fucking with King all race long. Shag, after that misfortune, is now in 13th. And that hurts for Shag, because he definitely had a top 3 car. Without a doubt. Top 3, top 5 car, and he's going to have to settle for a 13th place finish, which sucked. And just give you a brief rundown of what happened right here as we watch King and right here, right there in the turn. Something broke on Shag's car, and he just turned hard right into the wall, got stuck up against it, and that was pretty much... That was that. As he got fucked out of that. Something like a flat tire or something they're saying, or a fucking control arm or something broke on it. But he was able to fire up and keep it going, just 1 lap down. As he actually did pass Kevin Conway for 12th right now. But that 1 lap down, that hurts. With only 8 laps to go, Amp Irish, can he hang on to the lead? After fucking last week, blown motor in the lead, and the week before that, blown motor in the lead. Can Amp Irish hold on to it? He's going to have his work cut out for him, because Panos is hauling ass right behind him. As we go on board with Panos here, he's going to try the outside. And it looks like Panos gets around Amp Irish. And Panos does have a little bit better tire wear than what Amp does. So that could play a huge role. And let's see if Panos can go on to win 3 races in a row here in the TC cars, which has never been done before. As right now he's tied with Mike Kanzi for most wins back-to-back in the series. And right now we're watching King and Great God, who are trying to hang on to their top 5 spots, but Dragon and Mike Kanzi are hauling ass, trying to get up there and trying to fucking just dominate. As Kanzi's all over Dragon. Ryan Mead sadly fell back to 8th spot. But right now it's Panos, and it looks like Panos is pulling a little bit away from fucking Amp Irish, whose tires might be struggling a little bit. As Sideways is now in 3rd, Great God's in 4th, 5th is now Great God, as King goes around him in the first turn as they're side by side. And there's Kanzi and Dragon trying to catch up to Great God and King. As now Panos, 5 laps to go, trying to cruise. He just put down Ingram a lap. Amp Irish trying to hang on to the finish and get a top 3, maybe top 5. Sideways hauling ass, trying to catch up to Panos. Meanwhile, King trying to pull away from Great God. But Great God's right there, and now Dragon and Kanzi are both in the picture, and we'll see what can happen here. With just 6 laps to go. As Kanzi's trying to push Dragon so hard. Meanwhile, Panos is just kind of cruising. He has a nice comfortable lead over Amp Irish, and the Irish car is not handling as good as it did before. As now we go on board with Mike Kanzi, and you see how close King and Amp Irish are as Kanzi bumps Dragon up in there to catch up. And it looks like they're there now. So the battle between 4th through 7th looks like it's going to be a nice little battle, to say the least. As we look back on King. King downshifts. Makes that turn ever so nicely. Comes so close to that wall, but does not touch it. But Dragon and Kanzi keep getting bigger and bigger behind them. As now Sideways has actually taken 2nd spot from Amp Irish. And it looks like Great God's going to try to pass King on the outside. As now it looks like Dragon's there. And Amp Irish trying to hang on the 3rd spot with just 5 laps to go. As now Dragon has passed King. As we go on board with Kanzi. And it looks like Great God gets a little bump from Dragon. And Dragon's going to move up to 4th spot. Kanzi's going to go under King right here. Take away 5th or 6th. As now Kanzi's going to go under his teammate. And they're going to make slight contact, nothing too much, but Great God's going to bounce off into the wall. Kanzi's going to go on by to take 5th spot from his teammate and try to catch back up to Dragon. And that car right in front of Dragon is actually Amp Irish. So there's Amp Irish right there trying to hang on just another 4 laps. Panos trying to win 3 in a row. And Sideways trying to run down Panos. See if anything can happen here as there's Amp Irish. Here comes fucking Dragon. And there's Mike Kanzi. So we'll see if anything can happen here as now Kanzi's starting to pull away from Great God and King. As Panos is trying to hold on. Just 3 more laps. Can he do it? Last week he won in dominating fashion after a couple engines blew up. But this week, all pit strategy. As he's trying to hang on. Just a couple laps to go. And there's Sideways trying to run him down. With his teammate right behind him nonetheless. And here's Amp Irish trying to hang on the 3rd spot. As Kanzi's trying to catch back up to Dragon. Here. And it looks like a nice, huge clusterfuck from 6 on back. But here we look at the times. We're going to see who the fastest is and who's not the fastest. As it looks like Panos is going to lead him down with 2 to go. Let's see if he can hang on to it. As now there's 2 laps to go. Can Panos hang on? Can Sideways catch Panos? Can Amp Irish hold on the 3rd spot? As Dragon and Kanzi are both coming, and it looks like Kanzi caught Dragon. So we could have a nice battle here. As Great God goes around King, and so does Ryan Mead. And it looks like Great God trying to hang on to it. But now we're watching Dragon and Kanzi here. As Kanzi's pushing Dragon. And that battle back there in 6 looks like hell because Mead has just jumped all the way up to 6. Kings fell all the way back to 8th. And here comes Panos to take the white flag. Just one more lap. Can he do it? Can he win 3 in a row here in the TCs? That's never ever been done before. As he takes the white flag. Sideways trying to run him down. Amp Irish is trying to hang on one more lap for 3rd spot. But sadly for Amp Irish, Dragon and Kanzi are right there and they're hauling ass. As now Dragon's going to get a run and get the draft off Amp Irish. Kanzi's going to follow as we go on board with Kanzi here. And they should be right on Amp Irish's ass. And they are. Dragon goes up high to make the pass to take 3rd. Kanzi goes to bump Irish. I don't know what Kanzi was thinking trying to bump him, but they both go around Amp Irish. Irish falls back to 5th. Now it looks like a battle for 3rd between Dragon and Kanzi, but we're going to jump back up to the leader. Panos comes off the final turn. And it looks like Panos is not going to have any competition, and Panos will be the first driver ever in the TC Series to win 3 races in a row. Hell yeah. Way to go, Panos, for breaking my record as he celebrates doing the 360. Hell yeah. And it looks like Sideways is going to take home 2nd. Kanzi's going to overdrive that corner. The battle for 3rd spot. Who's going to get it? Kanzi overdrives one more time. But it looks like Dragon's going to take home 3rd. Kanzi's going to have to settle for 4th. Irish looks like he's going to come home 5th. But damn, what a fucking race. What a race weekend. Hell yeah, great race weekend at Special Stage Route 5. New fucking track for everybody. And just a lot of fun, that's all I gotta say. As we look at the results, here are the standing guys. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see you next week at Tokyo. And have a good week. Peace.